Now, one of my favorite movies that you've done is called American History X. I'm sure a lot of people saw that movie. That movie was crazy, absolutely
Yeah.
insane. The content. For those who don't know, you played a neo-Nazi. It's you, Ed Norton, and a lot of other great actors in it. Now, I really wanted to know, like, when you got the script and they offered you that role, were you ever concerned about playing that role? Because it's pretty crazy. Like some of the things that were said in that movie and done in that movie was pretty outrageous. You know?
Yeah, I don't know if they would be able to make a movie like that today.
Yeah, yeah.
It is for sure an extreme movie. I wasn't so worried about it. I was into punk rock in LA, and quite a few times guys like that would show up at the punk rock shows in Hollywood or the Valley from Orange County and look to fight with us, either in the show or in the parking lot. So I was like aware that these kind of people existed. They were just like, an hour's drive south from us, and there was like a real culture of
Wow.
Nazis down there in the late '80s and early '90s. So it was kind of like something that wasn't really talked about. Certainly not talked about to the degree that it's talked about now. Now I hear that everybody is a Nazi, and like that term is thrown around so much, it almost strips of its power, because there are actual, or I don't know what they are now, but back when I was a kid, there were real
Actual
Nazis in
Right,
America.
right.
And I'm sure there are some now too, but I don't see them. And I feel like if you don't like somebody, you can call them a Nazi today. And like, I don't think that, I think that that kind of strips the power from the term. But at the time, it wasn't talked about. So I was really excited to shine a light on this problem that, at least from my perspective back then, was like a real issue that people weren't looking at or thinking about.
And that was, to me, that was your first like serious role when you played a serious, because you done a lot of comedy before that, and that was like a very drastic change for you, I thought, and also you had a very big part in that film. It was a very powerful performance by everybody, but you specifically as well. I thought it was like, that movie was like so powerful, I thought.
Yeah, thank you. I like that too. That was a good one.
But the way it relates to fitness actually is because after that movie, everybody kept saying that Ed Norton got jacked. Because, I was watching that movie recently and he didn't get that jacked. I think he got lean and that he looked like he got jacked, right? Like,
yeah.
Is that the case?
I think so. I didn't really know him before that, but if you look at like the movies he had done prior to that, he certainly didn't look like he did. But like now, I think we know that if you just lose fat, but only fat, and you like allow your muscle, like, which is truly not the easiest thing to do. You got to think about it, right? It's not just go into a caloric deficit and you'll look jacked. But like Brad Pitt in Fight Club also, which is another movie with Edward Norton.
Right.
Like Brad Pitt was not a huge guy, but he
looked
jacked, right? So I think and that's all I've been trying to get is like, if I can just retain the muscle mass I have and lose only fat, I'm going to look enormous. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so stoked on this. But the reality is I am a pretty big dude at 265. So even if I get to 255 and I'm like 8% body fat, I'm going to look gigantic. I can't wait.
Now, was Ed Norton actually, like, do you remember him like working out on set or like doing anything differently for him to maintain the physique that he achieved?
No, dude, I don't remember. I mean, the fantasy for me now is like the Rock setup where he's got like the weight trailer that follows him around and he's getting a workout in at lunch, and at every break he's lifting like. I don't remember. There was nothing like that on American History X. I don't remember like anyone doing push-ups or anything like that. He just showed up and looked awesome, and then looked awesome throughout the whole thing. And there might have been some focus, like as I say this, there might have been some focus around the scenes when he took his shirt off, but I don't remember it being a big deal. Like even on Remember the Titans, the locker room scenes, all those dudes who were taking their shirts off in the locker room scenes were doing push-ups like right before.
To get ready and pump up.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah. But I don't remember that on American History X. He just somehow maintained looking awesome.